Okay guys, welcome back to a brand new ARK Survival Ascended news video. Now today we're going to be talking about what's going on with the game, and unfortunately it's not a positive video. Again, I can't remember the last time I've been able to do a positive ARK video really, which is annoying because, you know, I've always loved the game for so long. I love the launch of ARK Survival Ascended and I was so excited for the future, but today it's kind of like, it's talking about a new delay that kind of stems off into a lot of things that I've been thinking about recently. So we're going to be talking about all of that today. So if you guys do enjoy today's video, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and if you do want to get yourself an ARK Survival Ascended server, link will be in the description down below. So, today was meant to be update day for the game. It was meant to be bringing the transfers. It was meant to be bringing the, I think, well, actually, I have my information, but I think it's in the other community crunch. Let's have a quick look right now. Oh yeah, it was meant to be bringing the, new ARK development kit, which may still come, but I don't know. It was like a, you know, how you're going to be able to make your own mini games, which was coming on January 31st. Premium mods was meant to be launching today, January 31st. May still be happening. I'm not too sure. We'll see, but I don't think it will be. But then we had an announcement on X, on Twitter, from Studio Wildcard saying an update on transfers for official servers. Server transfers will be opening on Friday, the 2nd of February. At that time, you will be able to download items and creatures onto the map without restriction. We'll also be launching some fresh non-transfer official PvP servers then. So this is the second delay on transfers, and it started on it was meant to actually be coming on the 24th. They then delayed it to the 31st, and now they've delayed it to the 2nd. Now, yes, a lot of people are thinking, Dom, it's literally like, what, 2 days? It's not the end of the world, and I completely agree with that. I'm not too bothered. It is like just moving it to Friday, so we have the weekend to enjoy it. But I think it's just a fact, really, for me at the moment. I'm getting very tired, I guess, of the whole, just, there's never a sorry or a reason for the delays or anything like that anymore. It's literally just like a push in the face. There you go. This is what's happening. And I always find, you know, I know it's kind of probably company procedures or something, the way they do things and the way they do announcements, but I think a little sorry goes a long way, you know, to the community, rather than just, oh, this is what happens at Studio Wildcard delay. We're known for our delays. Why not just sorry, guys, we're so sorry about what's happened. This has come up. The reason for this has been this. We're really trying to improve on getting our dates correct, but it's now going to be moved to Friday, 2nd of February. We're going to work on not doing this again in the future. Now, that sort of thing goes a long way. And I had a conversation with one of my good friends in real life who actually is a big ARK player. And we had this conversation together when we were just like, Studio Wildcard has this massive fan base, right, of so many players over the years, of dedicated, loyal fan base that literally would do so much for the game. Like, they will be put through the worst things, the most amount of delays to make sure their game is successful. Now, I'm not saying that there's not a toxic side to the community. Sometimes there is in loads of different communities, but the ARK fan base has been such a loyal fan base to Studio Wildcard and Snail Games, and I just sometimes feel like there's not really that much love shown back sometimes, and that's just how I feel personally. I know Studio Wildcard, if there's someone from Wildcard watching this, would probably not feel the same, but and be like, you know, we love our fans and everything, and sometimes it just, the little small things can mean a lot to a lot of people. So that's another delay that's going on there. So I'm guessing the reason why they're doing this is because of the custom cosmetic system that is coming to the game. Now, I don't understand how it's going to work, because the phase 1 of the custom cosmetic system is launching 1st of February. So I guess they're doing 2 updates. Transfers are coming on the 2nd, and and the custom cosmetics are coming on the 1st. This will require clients to manually install such custom cosmetic mods in order to see and use them on official servers. And then in April 1st, you'll be able to automatically download them in the background during gameplay, so you won't have to manually go and do it. This is all the stuff like the clean glass wall, the party lamppost, the tic-tac-toe table. Some really, really cool things there. But at this moment in time, it's a really, really bad place for ARK. It's like they're working on some amazing things in the background, and some of the mods that are being made are amazing, but there's then something that when I saw this delay, it made me feel like, right, I need to talk about what else is going on in the community for ARK, which is the premium mods. So I was so hyped when they announced premium mods, and I was really looking forward to seeing what type of mods I'm going to be buying to enhance my experience, things I've never seen before. And I still think that may be the case on some of the DLC type level mods coming. Until recently, I saw what has actually been going on with some of the premium mods. Now, don't get me wrong, I want to support the mod developers of ARK more than anything. The mod developers are the reason ARK has stayed alive for 8 years so strong. That we were, if you think about it, over the years, especially even for content creators and players that just play the game, there hasn't actually been that much content over 8 years. I know it's harsh to say we've had so many DLCs, but it's kind of only like one big DLC a year and then some free maps, right? And throughout those other months throughout the year, it's the mod creators that kept the game alive. So I've been more than happy to always support the mod developers. And I will always love to pay them, and I feel like they've been needing to be paid for such a long time, so I'm glad it's happening. But it's the fact of the way that it's happening. So I saw that maps such as Salvatorheim is going to be coming out as a paid premium mod. Again, the mod developers deserves to be paid. But it's the fact that years and years and years of playing ARK Survival Evolved, having everything on the Steam Workshop completely free to you for 8 years, and then all of a sudden you pay $30, $40, $50, whatever for ARK Survival Ascended, and you move on to the new game, which you've been promised so many things, and now you're being told you have to pay for the maps that you used to just be able to always play for free if you were on the PC. Now, I get it's now open to console players, and they're trying to open different revenue streams, support mod creators, make more revenue for ARK Survival devs and everything, but it's starting for me to sound too much like they're diving into microtransactions like they said they never would. Now, these types of microtransactions are good for the game, but it's not like they're doing loot crates and saying you might be able to get a skin like this, because I actually think that's terrible gambling. That is really bad to be promoting to children and everything like that. There's so many games out there. I'm so shocked, because even me as a kid, I used to open loads of FIFA packs when I was younger, and it actually got me addicted to it. Like, I was opening them, and it was really bad. Luckily I just got bored of it and whatever, but it can get a lot of people addicted to spending money. So I'm glad Wildcard have never gone down that route. But it seems to be now, all the stuff that you used to have before in the old game, you're not having access to anymore. So not only is constant delays still happening on the new game, but we're now having to pay for things we never had to pay before. And we are also getting the addition of microtransactions with the new Oasisaur, which, don't get me wrong, with the adventure packs, I actually think they sound fairly cool. And I have zero problems with these adventure packs. As long as the game doesn't become pay to win, I'm all for it. And I actually like this idea to see, it gives a new DLC a kind of extra. It helps Studio Wildcard, it helps the game run. But I think they're going to struggle with the Scorched Earth Adventurer pack. Unless, we start to see when Scorched Earth launches, like, a big, quite a lot of players come back to the game. But with the release of Power World, I think ARK's really going to struggle. I never thought that 8 years down the line we'd be in this page with the game. I would have definitely thought I'd been playing ARK 2 for a while. but I feel like so many company decisions that have been made have led to where we are right now, and it's really unfortunate because I love so many of the devs at Studio Wildcard, Cedric being my favourite. Sorry to have a favourite, but Cedric has shown me so much love and support over the last couple of years. I know there's some out there that may not be my biggest fan, but you know, I've got nothing but love for all the devs, and I will always show that as I always do. But I can't hide the fact that my content regarding ARK has changed so much in the last year, from where it was constantly positive news. I was getting comments of where people were getting annoyed with me because all it was is me being positive about Wildcard, but being so destroyed by the game because of the changes and the way that it's gone, that the last year really of my content, I suppose when Ascended was launched, I was really hyped for it. But over this last year, the content has changed up a bit, and I've started to make more videos breaking down what is happening, because it just doesn't feel right, and it doesn't feel like it's gonna make ARK like what it was once was. So yeah, that's a few things that I just wanted to talk about today and get off my chest, because I thought it was very important to talk about. One tiny delay like this just literally last night made me just write down so many notes in my phone and be like, right, I need to make a video on this tomorrow, because I'm so hooked on Power World at the moment. It's been like a breath of fresh air to be able to just make content for a new game for a bit. You guys are loving it, seeing the channel grow. It's been amazing, and I feel like I've kind of been in the space with ARK where I've just been used to like being pushed and pushed and pushed by Studio Wildcard, of like missing dates of my life of certain things because delays happen constantly, and you know, and then having a big joke about the delay. But I've literally seen comment sections over the last 6 years to 8 years of my life of people saying, I've literally booked off a whole week for this new DLC. I'm so hyped for it. And then seeing like the look on these people's faces or the reactions online of when they can't get their week back off work, the DLC's been delayed like weeks, and then they can't get the time back off to play it. And some people I get comments of people saying, oh, it's so sad that you book time off work to play games. No, it's not. I mean, I've done it for years. If you love gaming, then who cares what you do with your time, right? And people's time is so valuable, and sometimes with these delays, I don't think Studio Wildcard really realizes the amount of times this happens. So this video, I tried to just be as real as possible to you guys and literally sink my feelings into this, because not only have I been someone that supported ARK for such a long time and literally helped this game grow and always stayed behind it, and even some of the decisions I didn't agree with, had second thoughts about and thought, okay, this can work. And just more and more delays that are happening. The fact it was literally a 2-day delay that just kind of just really got on my nerves at them, and I was like, I can't believe it. And it's the fact that, look, the update, right, for me, was meant to be coming on the 31st today of January. It was 1:29 a.m. when this came up. On the same day the update is going live, they find out that, I mean, for them it would have been the 30th, but it's still 1 day before this update is meant to be going live, and they find out they won't be doing it for another 2 days. And you never know, someone may have booked a day off to do transfers. Like, there's so many different scenarios. And again, so many people might say in the comment section, well, Dom, it's up to people if they want to take the risk to do it. But how are they ever going to know when to take the time off work or whenever to do stuff? Because they don't know if the dates are ever going to be correct. So yeah, this has been quite a big kind of just talk to you guys video, because I felt like I had a lot to get off my shoulders recently. I've been loving how the Power World devs have just been keeping the community up to date on everything. The game's not perfect. There are, hackers on servers. There are dupe glitches and everything, and hence why the PvPs are definitely not here yet. And they still are going to have to go down the same hurdles that ARK's had to do. Survival games go through tough times when it comes to official servers, because there are so many different applications out there that can hack into a game. But all I'm saying is that I have been, my head has felt so much clearer since Power World's released. It's given me time to step away from ARK for a little bit, not be so obsessed over ARK for a little bit, and just really be honest and talk. Now, this isn't me saying goodbye to ARK ever. My channel was built on ARK. The statue of where it stands right now on the YouTube platform was built on ARK. So that sense things is never going to change, and I'm always going to be here to support the game. I love it. Even when I do a playthrough with my friends, it never changes. But at this moment in time where I am, I can't imagine myself doing official servers for a long time. I can't imagine myself even doing a playthrough really until a new DLC drops. I'm looking forward to checking out the new Scorched Earth. I'm looking forward to checking out the center map that is meant to be coming before. But can we even trust some of the dates we've been given for that? I mean, before I end this video, if I quickly head over to the dates for these maps that are meant to be coming out, I think it was a couple of community crunches ago. If I quickly go and find it on my computer, was it the development update? Yeah. So the center is planned for the end of February. Now, I get so nervous whenever they say the end of a month and they don't give a date, because that just means that there's a very big chance it may not even come then. Scorched Earth is meant to be April 1st, but any date, I just don't know if I can believe it anymore. You know, and it's very, very frustrating place to be currently with ARK Survival, and I really hope things change. I want the best for this game. I don't know how the best for this game is going to happen, and I can't believe the dip in the game since the launch of Ascended. And unfortunately, when you release a remastered game for an old version that has 10 to 15% of the content that the first game has, which I don't think I've ever seen in history. I've always, when I've bought a remaster, I've got everything that I've got of the old game and more. And that's why this game, I can't, and to me, from what I see, this isn't, but I don't work at Wildcard, so I don't know if this is true, but to me, what it looked like is it was a complete turn of a decision within the space of about 6 months of meant to be releasing ARK 2 to make this, so they didn't have enough time to get the game complete, which is hence why they just thought, let's get the island from release from the beginning, like how ARK Survival Evolved started, but we don't want to go backwards, we want to go forwards. And to be honest, when they sold Ascended, everything should have been finished. That's my personal opinion. Anyway, thank you very much for watching today's video. I hope this makes a lot of sense. I'm not trying to complain all the time. I'm really not. I'm just trying to say how I'm feeling and how I want the best for the game. But there has to be the right movements. And where we are right now of Ascended, they have to get the maps out fast. Again, I don't want it to rush it. I don't want it to be a failure. If it does take time, it takes time. But all I'm saying is if it takes too long, players are just going to be sticking to other games, and that's where we are right now. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in my next video very soon. See you guys then.